this is one time you're going to get yourself burned. This character doesn't need a lawyer, he needs a magician.
Why? What have you got?
So much is pathetic. He's been having a running argument with Prescott for weeks. Witnesses the whole thing.
Yeah?
Item number 2, there's a clause in his contract that states if Prescott becomes ill, retires, resigns, or dies, and Keller takes over.
No witnesses to the actual crime, I suppose.
He wasn't seen wiring the car, no.
But you've got something just as good, I'm sure.
Yes, I do. During the war, James Keller received a citation for outstanding achievement in his specialty. Demolition. A bomb expert, no less. Now, Counselor, wouldn't you call that a case?
I'd call it the district attorney's case, yes.
Yes, and that's the way it's going to wind up. So, Herb, why don't you do yourself a favor and just turn around and go home? No, this is really a lost cause.
I'm just here to see that the man signs some papers.
Oh, sure, Herb, and you wouldn't even consider defending him, right?
That's right. I'm not considering it. I've got a proposition for him, and that's all. The station wants to buy out his contract.
Herb, you wouldn't kid an officer of the law, would you?
I'll bet you a new hat I don't defend Keller.
Listen, Herb, I don't need a new hat. But that's a bet. Keller, this is Mr. Maris, an attorney who's representing the station.
Miss Horton wanted me to see you. Thanks, Lieutenant.
Yeah.
What are you glowering about? Here's your new hat. Look, it's even got a feather in it.
Listen, Herb, I'd just as soon lost the bet. What are you looking for in this killed in action stuff, anyway?
These are the cases that Keller gave Prescott. 5 city employees killed in line of duty. Prescott must have found something here that started him off. I'm looking for that something.
Accidental deaths are investigated, too, Herb.
The Thomas Randall death looks a little suspicious.
Why? He was killed inspecting a job. A beam fell on him.
A job he was about to condemn.
That was only a rumor. The chief inspector threw that out when he checked the job personally. What's his name? You know.
Ed Erickson. I checked on him. And I'm going to ask him about it. If I can, nobody's allowed to visit him without the doctor's permission.
It's your time, Counselor. We question Erickson pretty thoroughly.
With him went the information I'd been counting on to clear Jim Keller. The medical examiner's report estimated time of death to be within 2 hours, which meant I'd been only minutes too late.
This stuff. And did you get a load of that lobby, Herb? It looks more like a palace.
Yeah. For a civil service employee with a small pension, Erickson certainly lived well.
Too well. It looks like a payoff to me.
This really hurts. Just when he was getting ready to talk.
How do you know?
Erickson was a sick man with something on his conscience he wanted to spill on TV.
Who says?
His doctor. Prescott asked him if Erickson was well enough to appear in his show.
So Prescott was working on Keller's material.
Right. There's no doubt in my mind but that Prescott and Erickson were both killed by the same person.
Because they both knew that person killed Randall, the building inspector. Now we're getting someplace, sir.
Yeah, but until we tie up Erickson's death with Prescott's, we haven't helped Keller. The DA's going to have to treat both of them as separate killings. At least he was in jail when Erickson was killed. That helps some.
Yeah, look at this.
What?
It's a bill from the florist at the Cedar Knoll Cemetery. To Edward P. Erickson, annual commemoration for T.W. Randall. Amount due $15, representing your 50% cost of wreath.
I wonder who the florist billed for the other half.
Frank.
That's just a theory until we get proof. You find out anything, Lieutenant?
Yes, it happens every year. They put a wreath on Randall's grave, paid for by Erickson and a man named Fergus Hawley.
Any idea why?
Well, maybe because Randall was inspecting one of Hawley's construction jobs when he was killed. He owns the Mohican Construction Company. I did a little research on him, too. But all I got was he's the outfit's sole owner of record.
Just a minute, Keller. There's nothing special about that, is there?
Well, only that Mohican's a big firm, and Hawley didn't strike me as big enough to run it alone.
What do you say, Lieutenant? How about a talk with Hawley?
That's our next stop, Counselor.
What can I do for you, gentlemen? My name's Hawley. One of the boys said you wanted to see me.
How do you do? I'm Lieutenant Weston. This is Herb Maris, an attorney.
Mr. Hawley?
We have some questions we'd like answered.
Well, go ahead.
Supervising a job this size must keep you mighty busy.
Well, I'm right here. From 7 in the morning till 7 at night.
Every minute?
Yes, why?
Is there anybody here on the job that can testify that you haven't left it any time today?
Well, sure, ask any of the men.
All this equipment you use, do you own it or rent it?
Well, I own most of it.
It must have cost a fortune.
Well, nobody finances all of his business needs himself these days.
Bank loans, I suppose.
Or private individuals. Look, if there's something you want to know.
Yes, Mr. Hawley, there is something we want to know. Why do you buy a wreath for Tom Randall's grave every year?
What? Well, he was inspecting one of my buildings when he had his accident. Well, this friend of mine thought that it would
Hey,
be...
Eric.
That's right.
Rather unusual, isn't it? A construction man being a friend of a chief building inspector and sharing the cost of a wreath with him?
Well, he thought it would be a nice idea. I didn't see anything wrong with it.
Well, no reason at all, only from now on you'll probably want to buy another wreath every year. Ed Erickson was murdered today.
Was he killed because he knew something about Randall's, quote, accident? Who put up the money for the job that Randall was inspecting? Was it Erickson? Then who?
It's so long ago, I don't remember.
You have records, we'll subpoena them.
Well, Lieutenant, you can have the records, but it'll take 2 or 3 days to get the back files.
You'll get them tomorrow. I'll be back today, Mr. Hawley. Weston. Listen, I had a tail on Hawley all day, and you were right. He headed straight for home base, and guess where it turned out to be? The TV station. He went up to Janice Horton, stayed for 5 minutes, then he left. I'm having him brought in for questioning.
What about Janice?
Oh, I'm sending someone over for her. I want to talk to her partner, Stoddard myself, in his apartment. If she's tied up with Hawley, then Stoddard's bound to know something about it. I'll see you in court, Counselor.
Now, wait. I'm still Janice's attorney. Let me bring her in. We don't know the whole story on this yet.
Wait a minute, Herb. We're wasting time. I can't take any chances now.
I'll bring her in, I promise. She's more apt to cooperate if I talk to her first.
Okay, but watch it, huh?
Okay. You all right?
Yeah, I feel great.
I know, Lieutenant. But think how Jim Keller's going to feel.